Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. So in today's Star Citizen video, we are going to take a look at doing something different. Since in 3.23, everybody's having such a hard time selling RMC and construction materials have been nerfed and mining just seems to take forever because you have to process and stuff. I thought it would be fun to throw something different in there. I haven't done it in quite a while. Wanted to get back into it and see how it is, see how the profit is. So we are going to take a look at Roc Mining. Now this is not going to be a full tutorial. This is not, everything in detail of how to do it. I have other videos on the channel if that's what you're looking for, and I may make an updated one in the future if I have enough requests for it in the comments. But we're just going to take our rock out. We're going to mine some rocks. We're going to get a little load, bring it back, sell it, and see how it does. See how it stacks up to some of the other, professions in Star Citizen. Everything changes every patch. It may be good. It may be better. But we are on Magda today, and that's the planet that I normally do it on. I have great luck here. It's not Aberdeen because I don't care too much for putting the suit on and having to deal with that. And lately, it seems like with that suit on, it really drains your water, which is probably more realistic to what it should be. So yeah, guys, we are going to dive into this, see what it's like, and let's get it done. So one interesting note here before we get started is that I was loading my rock up in my C1 here, my Crusader C1, and noticed that I couldn't get it past the second door. Now this is something I'm going to have to look into, and it's not going to be in this video, but I believe that this arm is either different or the size is different, or they've done something because this no longer makes it past the bulkhead. So you would have to put the mining arm activated to be able to get 2 rocks in here, because before I used to get 2 rocks in here quite easily. So just a quick note. And with that, it does make it a little bit hard to get in and out, so you have to pull it up as far as you can so there's enough gap here to get through. So just a note, if you're going to use the C1, 2 of the better ships that are great for carrying the rock are the Nomad or the Cuddy Black. 2 fantastic ships. The Nomad makes it almost, seamless as just backing the rock up on that little platform that it has on the back, because it's the, space truck of the verse here. So okay guys, let's get into this rock mining. Alright guys, we've hit our first little cluster, and I'm probably gonna snag these no matter what they are. Maybe I can get a variety here, but we are gonna come in here and put this in scan mode and scan one of these, and it will actually tell us what it is. Now it's purple, so that's usually like Hadanite. So there we go. We've got a whole cluster of Hadanite rocks. This is one of the reasons why I do rock mining on Magna. I find larger clusters of Hadanite on Magna than I do on Aberdeen. So, I mean, to each their own when it comes to this stuff, but I guess it just really comes down to how lucky you are. But so we're going to land right here, and we're going to scoop these up. I'll try to show you on the next cluster kind of what I'm doing with the scanning exactly. All you're doing is looking for something to pop up that's around the 4 kilometer, maybe just over 4 kilometer or less. If anything pops up over that when you're scanning, it's going to be your larger rocks that you're going to have the prospector for. So you're looking for like the 4 kilometer or less, and that's going to be your mineable gems for the rock. Now, one quick tidbit of information when you're mining these rocks is take your time. This is a little bit different than when you're in the prospector mining big rocks, because if you go to the overcharge, back up as fast as you can. So far, once I've hit one and had one explode, I have not been able to get far enough away. It just seems to automatically put my rock out of commission. So it's very unlikely you're going to be able to get away. One reason is because they lower the speed of the rock, and it's just hard enough as it is. Second, make sure your ship is always parked far enough away too, because I've actually damaged my ship with one of these as well. So just quick tip on that, take your time, be slow, get it in that optimal range, and you'll be fine. So let's get into this real fast. Let me get you guys showing you me actually mining one of these real fast, just in case you are a new player and you actually want to see it being mined. So we are in mining mode now. We are hitting the Alt button and scrolling our mouse wheel. You can see our laser power going up. Now I run it all the way up to 100% till it gets to about 75, and then I start backing it off just to make sure I don't mess up and keep it in that optimal mode. Now if you can't see because your optimal is in the way of the laser, just make sure you move your rock in a better position so that your screen is, you know, in view. Definitely don't want to mess up by just because you can't see it. So here's where I start backing off. We're going to get it to about 70% here, 70, 80%. It's not an exact science. Everybody has their own way of doing this. So we're going to start backing off now. Oh, see, too much. So we're going to put it back up about 58%. Okay, we got a good charge. We're going to lower a little more. Good charge right here, good zone. And I really like that they have it where the laser turns off and everything. It's fantastic. And you can see these are all my Hadnite. We're going to switch to extraction mode and get these going. Now, quick note, you do not have to like touch these with the laser. As long as you're in the vicinity of them, it will pick them up. It's kind of like a magnet, if you will. And you can see I'm not moving it, but it's picking them up from kind of in the general area. And that is kind of a general of actually mining one of these rocks. Okay guys, and all that Hadnite has been mined and extracted. And you can see we have 52.40 CSEU. This is not SCUs, this is CSEUs. And I just got about 17, 18, I think maybe 18 of these Hadnite rocks. So one thing you'll learn in Star Citizen is do not be greedy. So what we're going to do is, instead of trying to go out for another run, since we had a great run right here, we're going to load this up, we're going to transfer it to the ship, and then we're going to go store it and sell it, because we don't want to take a chance in losing it. Star Citizen is still very buggy, and you can see these random rocks that went flying everywhere. It happens quite a bit, and you can chase all of these down if you want, but it does take a lot of extra time, like with these individual, and for whatever reason sometimes they don't want to extract. So just keep that in mind. If you're fighting one, it may be one that's glitched and you're not able to get. So we're gonna go ahead and go back down here and grab these few little that we missed, since they're in a decent cluster. And you can see right here, it's a little bit difficult from time to time to get these up. But it seems like they might have worked out a little bit of it. I'm not having as big of an issue as I was, so that is a good sign. So okay guys, we are going to load the rock back up and we're going to get it in there. Now, I was having trouble getting the rock in there with the mining arm up. And like I said at the very beginning, it was hard to get through that bolt head, so I'm going to try to put it in there with the mining arm down to see if that helps a little bit with loading the rock. Okay guys, I got the rock loaded up here, and as you can see, there's plenty of room for two now. Now, it looks like the arm may have been glitched earlier, so that is good to know. So if that happens to you, just know that if you cycle the arm up and down, it will fix the issue, and now my arm is nice and level and you should be able to get him in here. So no issues with the rock as we previously thought. So yeah, all taken care of. And as you can see, again, plenty of room for two rocks in here so that you can go rock mining with a friend. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, we're going to open the storage, open storage. Make sure you don't click loot. Sometimes that makes it glitch out as well. And as you can see, even here, it's not pulling up my inventory. So we're going to try this again. We're going to hit F. And there we go. Now we got it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to vehicles, and we're going to drop this into the vehicle instead of leaving it in the rock. Now again, we had just over 52 CSCUs of Hadanite. So I think the best thing in this case, since we've got a nice decent load of Hadanite, we've gotten like 17, 18 rocks here. Take this back. Let's sell it, and I'll show you the profit, and you can decide if rock mining is going to be something you might want to try. Now again, you can rent a Cutlass Black, and you can rent a rock, and you can go rock mining with this. And if you want to see a detailed guide on where to go, how to rent these things, how much it costs, I will do an updated video on the current pricing and where to get them and everything like that. But just let me know down in the comments. So we are now up in orbit, and one thing I wanted to point out about Magna is there's really only two places that you can go to on Magna. Both you can sell and refuel and call the rock. So it's really easy. Magna seems like it's a little less traveled, and it's another reason why I love doing the rock mining here. So just a little bit tidbit of information there. Alright guys, we have landed and we are here. Now one thing is to note is that since you already transferred, or since I've already transferred the minables into the vehicle, you don't have to worry about doing anything. All you have to do is come down. Every once in a while, I'll have an issue trying to sell with the rock on the ship at the same time. Sometimes it makes me back the rock out of the ship, which is why I transfer them in. So just to be safe, you can go ahead and close up your ramp, and then we are going to get this stuff sold. So I believe where we need to go is right over here. And let's see what kind of profit we make, guys. I'm very interested to see how rock mining is. It all seems to be working. It all seems to be kind of jiving as far as the bugs are concerned. I'm not having an issue extracting anything or cracking the rocks. And we just need to test to make sure that we can sell, and that will give us an idea if rock mining is still viable. So we're going to come over here. We're going to make this quick and simple. We're going to select our location. We're going to select our C1 because we transferred them to it. And then here's our Hadanite. 529 units at 275 per unit. And just like that, guys, just one cluster of Hadanite on Magna, 1718 rocks of Hadanite was 145k, and that did not take me that long. I think I was able to get those rocks in like 20 minutes. So it's really not that bad. And if you make a larger run, or you have two people going, it could, you could really bank on this kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, we're gonna make sure we can sell. And accepted. Yes, so we can sell, and they're all gone, and I did get the units. So yeah, guys, looks like rock mining is good to go as far as 323 goes. There had been issues in the past with selling, so I'm glad to see it has all been sorted out and it's all working. I hope this video was informational if you're kind of looking to do that in these patches coming up. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about everything in the comments, and thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I appreciate all of it. It's been really great. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't for more content on Star Citizen like this. And as always, guys, I will see you on the next video.